Okay, we're back to... Hello, Lisa.
Hi.
And to your dog, Thule.
Yes, this is Thule.
Hello, Thule.
She's too busy playing with her ducky.
So, in the third part of your series, getting to know the artist Lisa Brugger and your artwork, let's find out a little bit about your style. Okay, so let's use Serenity and a couple of other pieces to get an idea of what your style is.
With this piece specifically and this style of painting, I had been doing a lot of, I guess, textural Pollock-esque stuff before. I enjoyed it quite a bit, but it seemed to be a little darker, and I was working on coming into more of a positive era, working on myself a lot more, meditating, and I wanted to be able to give back to people, because when people have pieces hanging on their walls, I want it to mean something in it, to give them and evoke an energy and a feeling in them. Whereas this piece, the first one of the series was called Evolution, because I evolved into this style and into this, and it just feels, well, it just feels perfect. And this one, I spent a lot of time constructing the canvases and starting the piece basically from a meditation and evolving it into this. So when it's actually hanging on your walls, it evokes the feeling and energy. So it's nice to put it in an area of where that feeling occurs. I like to use the difference of the deep texture and the smoothness of the flat canvas so you can see the depth of it. And I found that you can get such unique and wonderful shapes just by how you use the positive and negative of the space and the colors that you use. So I always like to use really complementary, this one Serenity, serene colors to get that. You feel like you're in the water. So it's very much that way. And I want to be able to, each time you look at it, you see something different.
Okay.
You see a new piece. Now with this one's completely different. This one, I decided I was interested in coming up with a different style. It still goes with the positives and negatives, but I've got a whole series of these now coming too. And they're much more, one flows into the other one. It goes from flat to texture as it builds. So it just gives you a little bit of different idea. And the whole entire piece is the...
I see a little dimensionality there.
Yeah, exactly. The entire piece, whereas this one is kind of broken off into sections, whereas this one is the entire piece all together. So it gives it just a nice difference. And I really like to use a lot of different items, different textures, different feelings, and it does exactly what you're doing. It makes you want to go in and touch it, even though you're not supposed to, because it's not even dry yet. But it makes you want to go in and touch it because it draws you in deeper to the piece.
Right, and it's got a little bit of, like you put some beading in there or something, which I don't think the camera's quite picking up, but to get an idea of it. And then this one's got some mirror, some glass in it. Okay.
Yes.
And so would you say that this is, so you say you've evolved into this style.
Yes.
Would you say that, I mean, some of your first work was more like the snow series we saw when you pointed out your paintings in the second phase of this?
Yes, actually, no, there was a series before that one.
Okay.
Yes, and it's much darker. It's done with black in the colors.
Okay.
To where I was just getting into that, and much smaller. And I decided, once I got my large studio, that I wanted to go bigger, and it just seemed to spread out from there. And I liked the opposites of the black and the white, so I did a white series as well.
Okay.
And I kind of combined those together, and I still like that. And when I have a lot of extra energy and I want to just do something wild and crazy, I'll still paint like that once in a while. But this is much more where I'm at and where I'm moving into now, because I really want to be able to have a really good impact and a good energy into each piece, so when it goes into people's homes or businesses, it evokes a nice energy and feeling when they go on down their way. Okay,
and would you say that this, so your artwork and your creativity is connected, you mentioned meditation, so to your personal spirituality, to who and what you are?
Very much so, very much so. I actually will find times, if I'm actually getting ready to paint, that when I'm meditating, a piece will come to me in my mind.
Okay.
And then I just have to paint it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Lisa. It's nice to get to know you and your artwork and your style.
Thank you so much for stopping by.